Whether you saw the news about Eternal Sugar Cookie, or maybe a friend made you play the game, or perhaps you just decided to play the game by yourself, this guide will be for any returning players and especially new players, with as many hints, tips and guides as possible. With the first tip already being on the screen, the second tip that I can give you is that you can skip the beginning battle completely by just clicking the pause button. You can also double tap your screen to skip any cutscenes or animations. This saves time, but obviously if you're interested in the story, then you do not have to do this. Most of us are not interested, so there will be a skip button on the top right whenever cookies are talking. This once again saves time for those uninterested in the story. And about creating your own name, if the name is taken, just try to add numbers in your name because yeah, it can be quite annoying. As soon as you entered your name, your kingdom has been created. While you are in the beginning, just read the instructions and just follow what they say, because it's quite easy, and you just follow what they say. There is one thing that they do show, which is that you should spend crystals to skip time. Never do that. That's just never ever do that. Once you started doing some stuff in your kingdom, you will start doing the main story, the main quest. You will be doing this for a long time. Just whenever you get time and you're not doing something else, do the main story. After clearing 1-1, just go through the settings and see whatever settings fits you both. I would recommend turning both skill effects and skill video off, but that's all up to you. If you're left-handed, you can flip the jump slide, or if you feel more comfortable, set the volume, set the tone. For the global messages, if your global messages are on the top right, you will see whenever somebody gets a cookie. If you want that turned off, just go to settings, notifications, and turn the global messages off. It's that easy. And turn obviously any other notification off that you want or whatever. Just set your own settings that you feel comfortable with. This includes the language as well, if you didn't do that at first. And also claim 3,000 crystals for linking your account. Just quickly going back on the crystal thing, there are enough things to spend them on, so don't spend them unwisely. You will get asked to level up a cookie. Do that once and never again. You should only focus on leveling 5 cookies. As soon as you see this screen, you have unlocked events, and what you need to do there is straight away, the first thing that you need to do is choose the ancient cookie that you want so that you can start the missions. It does not matter which one you choose, they will all be insane. 2 of them already have an awakened version as of this video, but the last one will come soon. So it does not matter who you pick, because you will have to pick before you spend cookie cutters, which is where you get cookies from. So just pick the one that you like the most. Then you can claim all the rewards of all the events that are currently here, but just get that event started. Once you have decided which ancient cookie you want to pick, you can obviously put them in your team and start using them as you progress through the game. Once you have reached the stage where you can turn auto mode on, I highly recommend it because it makes things way quicker. Of course, you don't really have to, but I know that eventually you will. So just turn it on. It saves time. Then, once you have cleared 1-5, you'll be able to do a temple. But before that, another tip that I want to give you is buy the sugar gnome hut. You will need it. It costs 800 crystals. This is one of the things that you need to buy with crystals. And also, anything that is under the build, construction things, just buy all of them, place all of them down, except the houses, but I'd still recommend that. Most certainly, you should always keep these production buildings busy. They should never be not busy, so always keep them doing something. Now, over the time that you're playing this game, you should always look at the newcomer projects eventing. You should always try to keep up to date with this event, as this is the place where you get most of your cookie cutters. This is just any mission that it says you should follow, because it's where you progress, where you get all the rewards. So just whatever the mission is, just do it. I personally like to hoard my my cookie cutters and wait until I have all 300, but for the sake of this video, I decided to just pull each time I clear the season. So each time I got 100 cookie cutters, So anyway, here you go. Here's the first 100 cookie cutters. As soon as you did your first 100 pulls, then obviously start leveling up your new favorite cookies to up to a maximum of level 30. I wouldn't even do level 30 if I were you, but yeah. Anyway, and start using them in your adventure. Once you unlock the decoration tab, I wouldn't recommend buying anything with gold or crystals, as it's a waste because there are many more important things. But just for this or some missions you can. And also, anyone who doesn't understand this mission, just get Strawberry Cookie and put her on the swing. That's how you complete the mission, for people who don't know, because quite a lot don't know. But yeah, anyway, don't spend your crystals or resources on decorations. It's not really worth it. Not yet, at least. Once you finish World 1, you will be able to unlock the castle. Once you unlock the castle, there will be a lot more things that you can unlock, including buildings and the Tree of Wishes, and there's a lot more things that you can do. So, like I said before, just try to follow the tutorials, but keep in mind that any tutorial that tells you to use your crystals to like skip time or anything, do it for the tutorial and then never do it again, because like I said, there are many things you need to do with crystals. Then, as always, you should try to continue the newcomer event and also the ancient event as you are progressing in the story. So you should be able to progress in the ancient event when you clear the first world, and then continue doing the ancient event, because you need to complete the ancient event to complete the newcomer event to get the 300 pulls. So look at the ancient events, see what the missions are, look at the newcomer event, look what those missions are, and just keep doing both. Those two events are things you should highly focus on. As I have also said before, to focus on any quest, there will be some quests that make you level up your cookies. Like I said before, make sure you don't level them too high, because you don't know for sure yet who you're gonna get out of those 300 pulls. So just level them up to level 10, level 20 if you need to, level 30 maximum, but definitely do not go higher than level 30. The only thing that you can buy from the decoration tab are landmarks. This is because they permanently boost your account, regardless if they cost crystals or gold. The only ones that don't permanently boost your account are the ones that cost shells, seashells, but without them, definitely buy all the landmarks that you possibly can. I would recommend buying them first so that you don't have to worry about them anymore, because you just buy them once and that's it. Once you have cleared 2-3, you will unlock bounties. I recommend you do them straight away. And how to do bounties is just do every single bounty that you can, starting with the skill powder. And if you can't clear a certain stage of the skill powder, just go to a different one and start from level 1 there, instead of trying or leveling up your cookies to clear stage 6 or 7 or 8. So yeah, that's a big tip. You will get asked to level up the skill of Chili Pepper Cookie. You can't do it, but you can also skip it, so I would just recommend to skip it. Once you've finished your bounties, you should be able to complete the second season of the newcomer event. You will get another 100 pulls to get more cookies, and here's how mine went. Once you've unlocked the Gacha of Fate banner, I would highly recommend to not pull on it until you are 100% certain you know who you want, because you might get them from the 100 pulls that are still left. The higher castle level you are, the higher level your construction buildings can be. I highly recommend you always keep your construction buildings up to date so that you don't have to worry about them, and they eventually have a maximum level, so once you reach the maximum level, you will never have to worry about them. Just do this topping tutorial, because if you skip it, it'll just come back for some reason. Once you've unlocked the treasure banner, I would highly recommend that in the select treasures, so the ones that will have a chance up, you put one of these 4 treasures, especially the first one. The other 3 are are just equally as important, but the first one is very, very important. These will help you a lot through everywhere in the game. So yeah, definitely do one of these 4. And obviously, once you get them, use them as soon as you can. Just use whichever one you find the best. Now, as you are progressing in the game, you will eventually unlock Arena. Once you unlock Arena, this is when you will notice that cookies will matter, and that specific cookies and specific levels are way more important than you might think. Now, even though this is a very important thing to focus on to make sure that you use the right team and the right cookies and have them on a high level, right now it is not something you should focus on. You should just try to fight 10 opponents so that you can unlock the event for the ancient cookies so that you can complete it. It doesn't matter if you win, it doesn't matter if you lose, you just need to fight 10 like PvP matches. Once you've done that, you will unlock the ancient of cookie season 2, and then you can choose a cookie. However, don't choose that yet until you have pulled your last 100 pulls. To get the last 100 pulls in season 3, you will need to join a guild. However, once you have joined a guild, you have to do a guild battle. There could be a time that you join the guild and the guild battle aren't currently going on. If this does happen, I would recommend you either take a break of the game, or maybe just do some story, maybe start making your kingdom look a bit nice, or whatever you want.